Good morning, everyone. It is May 6th, if that's the day you're watching this. If it is not May 6th, then it must be another day. Kill me. Okay, last week was fantastic. Our usual suspects came. They were all there. Devon, Hallie, Brennan, Cessia, Madison, Trace, Ethan. Great job, you guys. Marquise and Alex also did a bit of work. And we had several kids getting online and doing some work. Jade, Jean, Robert, Kyla, Jordan, Sophia. It was fantastic to see you all. We have a few things we'll be doing today. And here's our plan. First, our Zern stars. We're going to talk about our stars for the week. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to go over last week's problem of the week, the question of the week. Then we're going to do our sprint, and we're going to go over some review problems, get you guys thinking again. And finally, we are going to do our word problem for this week. So you have to think about that word problem again. Let's get into it. Our Zern stars for this week are Brennan and Ethan. Brennan and Ethan both got 6 stars this week. So six badges this week, I should say. Good job, Brennan and Ethan. And actually, Ethan especially, he was doing all work on 4th grade. So that is especially difficult. So good job, Ethan. Luckily, I have been stocking up on Takis, and I'll be giving you guys a lot of Takis as soon as I get to see you, or as soon as you come by the school to pick up some of your stuff. All right, so I do want to talk about your Google assignment, and I am not very happy about that because I work very hard on these videos. I get dressed up in my fancy dog suit, and I write up these word problems, and I go over them, and unfortunately, only 4 kids out of 7 showed up to do the word problems this week. And I said that wrong. It was 4 kids out of 17. We can do better than that. I know we can do better than that. Some of you guys are doing your review problems on Google Classroom, which is good, but you really need to be doing these word problems. The word problems tell me that you are thinking, and I need to see that you are thinking. These questions are super important. So I know you have calculators at home. I know you guys can go ahead and solve all that stuff there using calculators, but what I want to see you doing is actually thinking about stuff. That's really important. So we're going to go over our problem for this week. Last week's problem was this. Ms. Dresser's math video was watched 26 times each day by Devon. Great job, Devon. How many times will he have watched it after 2 weeks? Make sure you use full sentences to explain how you found your answer. And this is the way I set it up. So the way I set up my problem is to I'm going to cube my word problem. I'm going to circle all those numbers, underline the question, box in any action words, and then solve it. Here's how I set that up. And the great answer we got this week was from Ethan. Ethan wrote, 2 weeks have 14 days. He watched Ms. Dresser's video 26 times each day. Here's the final answer. 26 times 14 is 360. Devon watched the video 364 times. Alrighty, cats and kittens, it is time for your sprint. I hope you're ready. On your mark, get set, and go! All right, guys, so I'm back in the danger. I'm here to feed my dogs. Okay, we have 3 dogs. There's Elliot, there's Sandy, and there's Walter. We have Purina Dog Chow. 2,749 little treats. So I'm going to show you what the little kibbles look like. These are all the little kibbles. Now I want to split those up and I want to share them with the 3 dogs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 in each. I'm going to go through this entire bag and give them all of their food one at a time. Sound good? Think it might take a minute? Miss Tresser was feeding her 3 dogs lunch. The bag of dog food had 2,749 kibbles in it. She wants to share the entire bag with her 3 dogs. How can she do that? How many kibbles would each dog get? All right, so of course I'm going to cube this problem, and with I'm going to set this up. I know I'm doing division, so instead of doing one single kibble at a time, when I'm doing division with such a big number, I actually don't want to start with the ones. I want to start with the thousands. I want to divide up these big numbers first. So I'm going to set up my division problem over here, and I'm going to do it 2 different ways. So one of the ways I'm going to do it is actually showing that number. So I have 2,749. I'm going to put it in a place value chart. So I have 2,700. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700s. 4 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm taking all of those kibbles, and I can picture all of these kibbles. I'm going to split them up with 3 dogs, which means I'm going to take my whole place value chart and split it into 3. That's 1 dog, that's 2 dogs, and that's 3 dogs. Each dog, I'm going to divide up these kibbles, and I'm going to start with my biggest place value. I'm also going to set it up with the standard algorithm. So 2,749. And I want to see how these 2 things are actually related. I'm going to take that whole number and divide it by 3.
what to expect. You have to break the problem down into 4 simple steps. You divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Do it over and over until the quotient is found. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down.
After 4 days, how many kibbles will Waldo have eaten? So here's my tape diagram. On one day, he ate 916 kibbles. That's for one day. On the second day, he ate 916 kibbles. Well, I can do it 2 different ways. I can add this up, 916 plus 916, 916 plus 916, and that's repeated addition, and that is absolutely fine. It might take you a minute, but you can definitely do it. There's no problem with that. The other way you can do it is you can do the area model. Of food for one dog, and I do not recommend feeding your dogs that much kibbles, that many kibbles. But I do want to reflect that question. So my question was, after 4 days, how many kibbles will he have eaten? And I put that exact same sentence here. After 4 days, Waldo will have eaten 3,664 kibbles. And that, my friends, is your question for the week. So you're going to get your own kind of problem and you want to solve it just like I did. And you guys, I'm not going to be able to see your models, but I do want you to explain how you found your answer using complete sentences, please. Thank you. Here is your problem for this week. It says there was a full bag of M&Ms in my desk. The bag had 3,241 M&Ms in it. I decided to share with 4 other kids, so 5 of us were going to share all those M&Ms. How many M&Ms will we each get? This is a 2-part problem, and the second part of that question is, after 3 days of doing this, how many M&Ms will each of us have eaten? Explain your answer using complete sentences. So I'm hoping this week we can do better and have more than 4 kids respond to the question. I'm going to play out some multiplication tunes for you to enjoy while you get started on this problem. Bye, guys.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'll do a dance and I'll be quick. I'll jump over this broomstick. Watch my feet come alive. I'll do a dance and you say the 5s. You got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.